So here's Paul Sally. He was the center of their hopes. Now, the Negro here was the center of everybody's hopes too. The richest man in the region, in Northern California, and spending it. So, hey man, that's why when I come home, everybody was, I came, like that yellow Volkswagen out there, I came home from driving the biggest cars they made to driving a Volkswagen. They was just dumbfounded, right? And everybody, when I go to the Masjid later on, everybody was asking me to help them get over. I said, get over it. I said, I come to the Masjid to get salvation and brotherhood. I said, man, help me. God Almighty. And the same people that was asking me, they talk about me now like, you ain't with the chief. I said, what do you mean I wasn't with the chief? I wasn't selling dope. I ain't saying selling dope, but you know, I could tell what people was doing, coming to the back door. And then I come home there, I'd like to donate to the, you know, so I donated to Masjid needed a paint job, big building. So I donated out a nice piece. It must have been 15 years before the Masjid got painted in Oakland. I went back to the penitentiary, got out, and had to open our Masjid for years before that Masjid got painted. But I was a bad guy because I wasn't with the chief. That was during the days, I guess y'all would remember riboflavin and ox and box, oxygen, hydrogen, you don't remember those, do you? You didn't know that, teacher. See, you missed a lot.
Yeah, that's way back then.
Oh my goodness, can I stray a second? You know, hydrogen, that's an adgen. No, hydrogen, that's a hydro, water. It's water gen. And Jesus is a land man. And John the Baptist was a water man. Don't worry about making sense. Hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen, that's an adgen. You didn't know that. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all gotta get up. Man, look at here. Man, you missed. You know, the chief did a program, and I repeated those words on the radio. Oh, boy, they was mad, because when you said it, they would be sitting there, yeah, man. Now, we all friends now. We was always friends. But I wasn't putting up, I said, no, man, I done read the Quran a couple of times, and Hadith, and I'm not into that. Hydrogen, oxygen, riboflavin, real. You see, y'all don't remember that stuff. That stuff, man, the chief be stretching out. The chief was a good man. But anyway, so yet however strongly thou mayest desire it, most people will not believe in this revelation, although thou dost not ask of them any reward for it. It is but Allah's reminder to all mankind. But then, how many a sign is there in the heavens and on earth, which they pass by unknowingly, and on which they turn their backs? And most of them do not even believe, while also ascribing divine powers to other beings. It's kind of like mushrikeen. That means your race can be your illah, your job can be your, The white man can be your God. Yeah, your in-law. In fact, most people is. But let me skip a minute. Just let's look at what's going on in the world today. Let's imagine our own history. You know, what we have taught, the articles that we've written, and what we've been dealing with here. It's been pretty accurate. It's been very accurate. Okay, now, some things happen in a way that, say like January the 3rd, when they assassinated Qasem Soleimani. His assassination produced 10 times as much as he would have did when he was alive. It unified everybody in that, right? It unified them. And it brought the people together so that they were ready to stand what they got right now. And they stand it and they roll it like the United States is not doing as good as Iran. They're not doing anywhere as good as Iran for Iran. So the assassination of Qasem Soleimani produced more with his martyrdom than he could have produced. The harmonization of certain movements, right? Getting all that, he couldn't did it. Or he was trying to do it, but his martyrdom solidified it instantaneously. Now, we've been sitting here for years telling the people, you got to look at the world situation. Hey man, certain things that people is going to Najaf and Karbala by the millions, this is what it means. And we mentioned what it meant. And it came out meaning just what we said it did. Forget about all the old stuff. Lebanon and Hezbollah and the defeat of the Zionists. Forget all of that. What I'm trying to say is there is nobody even close. They don't even talk about the subjects that we talk about, right? I mean, if I start lying, just say, I think you tell a little story there, Imam. No, I don't, for my research, they don't even talk about it, these things, in the same way or close to it as we do. None of the people that's here in America, neither the Iranians nor the mixed community. And how is it that nobody will even put their hands on us? I mean, not want to lay hands on us, but how is it that we're excluded from everything Islamic? And it seems like we're the only ones that's carrying the flag of Islam. How could it even happen, right? Now here's what we say. All of this was for a reason. All of this was to teach people you don't have to be afraid of boss man. One person said downstairs, nice guy. He said, Imam Musa, if you had a couple of 100,000 followers, they would kill you. I said, it's all right. It don't make no difference. You know, which is, at that time, would be kind of true. A few years ago. We didn't have everybody roll right through here, come, hang out, and go. All those people are welcome back. From now until a few months from now, we're going to be having interviews to welcome everybody back. Why is that? Because we want the Negro to have, let me find it right here. Do you wonder that there had come to you a message from your Lord through a man of your own people to warn you? Call in remembrance that he made you inheritors after the people of Noah and gave you a stature tall amongst nations. Do you notice? I was given a talk at, well, not in, but around, actually out on the field, play field, at the University of Medellin in 1978. I just went back down there for a while. This is the University Libre. And we was talking about blacks in America and what have you. And I said, no, that was interbreeding going on. Because they was like, why can black people run so fast and jump so high? And one of the guys had been to school here, he went to high school here. I said, well, one of the things was just like you grow animals on the farm and you breed them to be bigger and small. I said, that's the way they did us. And I know particularly because my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was born in 1800. He was a stud on the plantation. When the Civil War came, he didn't want to fight nobody. Well, he was up in his 60s. But my uncles all fought in the Civil War. They all fought in the Civil War. You see the Band of Angels, some type of guys. All of them fought. One of them was born the year the stars fell. If you look at the almanac, it was 1831 to 1833. They had a meteor shower, a big meteor shower. Now the Negro didn't know anything about science, so that uncle, great-great-uncle, was born the year the stars fell. That's what they called it. He said they was bouncing around. Well, it was a meteor shower. You look in the almanac, remember they used to have them almanacs, and that's what it had, yeah. And I looked in there. That was the year they had a big meteor shower. And so they fought in the Civil War. And my father told me all that history. Because I took a tape back in the 80s before he passed away. And, you know, I just got all of our history on tape. I still got them now. But anyway, we're losing a lot of that. We're losing not all of it, but most of it. Black people don't have the, even if they telling kind of the truth, we dying like flies. Black people usually put them in oil and everything, they still be alive, you know. Now the wind blowing, niggas be dying, right? That was never, the only time they had a white heavyweight champion was by accident. A few years back, right? Now they got everybody heavyweight championship. And the lightweights is all Mexicans and everybody, right? Why? We're different than we was. We're losing that. What we got, all that might as well have been inoculation, all that protection of slavery, all that, you know, we were strong. We had tapeworms and all that. You know, tapeworm eat up all your food. And we got through all kind of stuff, man. Now we're losing that. But the Quran is clear on that. He will exchange you with another people. We had an opportunity at civil rights. We had an opportunity. We have to get back on our job. Black people, when they used to talk about Islam in America, it was black people. Now they don't come to Negroes at all. They go Arabs and other people, right? Yeah, they do. If what they do. You know. I digress just once. I listened to the news before I got here, and I'm reading too. They slipped some name, they won the third names and from Saudi Arabia about
I heard it, I missed the name, but I heard what they were talking about.
Yeah, they was talking about the guy in Saudi. Okay, when they had 911, the guys was having lap dances, San Diego, they was, 15 of them, they say, was from Saudi Arabia. Within a month, they invaded Afghanistan. What? The only people who could lead the United States were Saudis. You get a little bit from the newspaper last year, it said that the 28 pages that was missing from the investigation, they knew that the Saudis did it. The New York court gave some of the money, Iranian money, to them. Don't have nothing to do with Iran, but that just shows you how crackpotish these people are. Anyway, like I say, we're not, let's call it black nationalist type, but we are located here in the Southeast, and we want the people to get a chance. We want the people, so right now, all those people, Abdul Malik, Mukhtar, all the brothers out there, and the brothers here. Why not? We all know each other, right? So, when this go off for the next few months, we're having interviews. You want to interview? You come and interview. Imam Musa will interview you. Well, and we won't even mention, let's see, you did a little Tyler Taylor here, a little Tyler Taylor, good God, it's a pretty bad record. But, no. We know each other. You know, the first thing, if you got caught doing something, you was in jail, you said, man, if I just had one more chance. That's what they would say. If they had one more chance, they'd be like the people in the Quran. You say, if I just had a goodly child, and if as soon as that's over, right, you back running in the street. Same thing, which they do. Here's the point. Allah forgives, and remember, you cannot, you can't blame human beings for being human beings. You just can't do it. I was telling my son out there in California, I said, if you shot every nigga because he was a nigga, you would shoot everybody. He can't, who else he gonna be? What does he run across, right? How did he know any? He don't know nothing. They done cut off all the avenues of any light. And anytime any one of them try to do something, they do wind up dead somewhere. They don't be on the front page unless they just so-and-so swallowed some pills and he died, or he hung himself. But you got to look at this, where we live. I want you to look at just where we live. They let the boy Michael Brown lay on the ground for over 4 hours and wouldn't even cover him up with a blanket. Nothing. Look, stature. You don't have no stature, period. They shot another 25-year-old fella down there. And wasn't going to put nobody in jail unless I don't know, the guy up there, I don't know how he gave the video, but the policemen had the video all the time.
In my home, they chased the guy and shot him in Indianapolis. And it's been 2 more since then.
I heard it. Okay, look, So when we're talking to you, dear brothers, the Negro right now, this may be your last chance, because Allah is changing. You will see it in front of you. Our neighborhood are changing to different neighborhoods. Other people are coming in, and we're being diffused all over the place. In every city in America, all the downtowns, all places you can stay for a little or nothing, they all going. We don't have any representatives anywhere to stand up for us, for anything. There's no Negroes even saying that I hear. They maybe WPFW, they hum a little bit, mumble. Yeah, I don't like those. But they said that, oh, sometimes it's 2.5 times as many Negroes dying, sometimes it's 4 times as many dying as anybody else. Only one city up in Rhode Island, they said 44% of the people dying up there is Latinos, and they only a certain amount of. And then the people, what Don and them say, they're not part of my constituency, whatever it is. They're not none of my base. So why should he fix anything? Hey, the people is dying, is old, they're not going to produce nothing else. They black, it don't cost millions because they got maybe last another 20 years, that's all outgo, right? And the Latinos and Asians, you know, kind of mixed with black, you know, and all that stuff. So this is what we're saying. Said Qutb called it a ride. Then the other thing, وَهُمْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ, they didn't understand what they were doing. All the stuff that produced what we have right here was all engineered by the system. All we had to do was fall in line with what our character was, and it just got stronger and better. And now we're an example. You don't have to be afraid of that European. And you got more sense than all of their whole